The body may die, but never the soul, which is merely passed on. Souls flow onward, born and reborn, forever part of the great ether stream.
Why friends make grave here? Can we not take Biggie Pon home to village?
He'd want to be buried where he fell. It is traditional amongst mercenaries.
I'm so sorry, Vanda. If only I hadn't listened to those people, you'd still be... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. No matter what, those guys would have tracked us down eventually. What matters is that Vandam saved all our lives. For now, let's just be grateful to him for that.
You're right.
I won't forget your words, Vandam. Ever. I'll fight my own war. With Pyra. Pyra? Are you all right?
Yes.
Good. I was worried that you might not. Wake up. Pyra, you know I've got to ask. That thing that happened yesterday, you called yourself Mithra?
What? I am...
I'd like to hear that too. That power, it wasn't normal. Is that the true power of the Aegis? I think you owe us an explanation. It was pretty crazy.
Tora want to know too. Pyra was super strong. Why so strong, huh?
No, don't pressure the girl.
Well, the thing is... I mean...
Pyra?
Why?
Huh?
Why did you wake me up?
Huh? What?
I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to come back. I left everything to her so I'd never have to use that power again. But then you woke me up.
Woke you up?
If you hadn't been so useless, none of this would have happened. I wouldn't have had to use this power. Didn't you listen to that Vandam guy? He told you to hold back. He told you to run. But you just had to push yourself, idiot. Look where it's got us now.
You
really messed up.
don't have to tell me that. I know, all right. I knew I was being an idiot.
Rex.
But I couldn't hand you over to them. I wanted to keep you safe.
What? At any rate, if you've got questions, you can ask her. I'm out of here. Bye. That's not fair. Everyone, I'm very sorry about all that. Malos and I are Aegises. Blades born with a terrible power, strong enough to destroy the world.
Malos is another Aegis.
Long ago, there was a man who climbed the World Tree, hoping to make it to Elysium and meet his creator. But when he arrived at Elysium, he found it empty. So instead, as proof that he had reached that divine realm, he brought back 2 core crystals, Malos and me. And once he made it back to Allrest, he awakened Malos. Why he did it, I can't say. For greed, for power, or perhaps... When Malos awakened, he wielded his world-shaking power, without restraint. To him, it was natural. He had never known anything else. I was awakened by a driver who was determined to stop Malos's rampage. So Malos and I fought. I fought with all my might, and succeeded in defeating Malos. But not without a price. 3 great titans fell in the struggle. After the battle, I sealed myself away to ensure that power would never be unleashed again. I took the form you see now, and fell into a long slumber. That was 500 years ago.
The Aegis War. The man who awakened Mithra was Adam, hero of the lost kingdom of Torna. Adam fought as Mithra's driver to protect the world from Malos. We Titans played our part in that battle too. It is our calling to live alongside humanity after all.
Gramps?
Adam hid Pyra's sleeping body inside a great ship and sunk her to the Cloud Sea's floor where none could abuse her power.
So that day, that's the ship that we... That's how Pyra and
I believe it was fate that we met each other. Otherwise, my sister would never have woken up.
You call her your sister?
Mithra and I used to talk together. In that dream of Elysium where you met me. We promised that when we were awakened again, we'd go home to the real Elysium. And then, we would fulfill our real purpose.
And that's... defeating Malos again?
I'm very sorry about Mithra. She didn't mean all that. You have to understand, she came out because she wanted to protect you. She broke her own seal for you. Even used her power as the Aegis. The flame powers I use are just a shadow of her strength. Droplets of excess energy trickling through the seal.
Don't worry about it. She was right. This was all my fault. I'm just glad... that you finally managed to open up a little. Also, thank you for protecting everyone, I mean.
Protecting? Me?
Your powers are incredible. I could feel the truth behind the legends.
I'm sorry.
You apologize a lot. You know that? I guess you still feel guilty about the Aegis's power, right? But I don't want you to have to apologize anymore. I hope I can help you move past that. No. I know I can.
Rex,
Power depends on the heart of its wielder. That's what Vandam said. That's why your power is the power to protect. The power to keep everyone safe and smiling. I want to do the same. I'm gonna be the kind of driver who can protect you in turn, I promise. Make a girl cry? That's not gonna fly. Make a girl smile? You pass the trial. That's the third rule of the Salvager Code. Yeah?
Rex! Can you help Tora with repairing of Poppy, please?
Okay, I'll be right there. Oh, yeah. What's for dinner tonight?
how does meatball pot au feu sound?
Delicious. I can't wait.
That's my Rex. Never loses his smile. And that's what keeps us all going. Reminds you of Adam, don't you think?
What's this?
Take it, and go to Indal. That dagger's owner will tell you how you can get to Elysium.
This is a blade weapon, right? Who's its owner?
The man who was once my driver.
Your driver? Huh? But then...
Cole is a blade. We fought together in the Aegis War. Yes. His real name is Minoth.
Blades not get old, though. Why Cole look so old?
Because I'm one of the cursed ones. A flesh eater.
A flesh eater?
A blade who has been fused with human cells. A long time ago, before the war, some sought to test the limits of Blade's potential. I am a product of their experiments, one of the unlucky ones who was tainted by their folly.
Why would ancient people do that?
It seems that by combining Blade and human, it is sometimes possible to create blades with extremely unique powers. But only very rarely. Most experiments were failures, and I was no different. I gained nothing at all, and lost my immortality to boot. I likely won't last much longer.
Grandpa?
Before I go, I want to see where your path ends. That dagger will aid you. Will you do this for me?
Of course. Oh, but can I ask you to do something too?
Namely?
I was wondering if you could write a play about Vandam.
About Vandam?
Yeah. I think his story could inspire a lot of people. Once I find Elysium, I'll come see you again. Show it to me then?
An interesting notion. Perhaps that is the least I can do. Very well. I'll do it. So see you make it back here in one piece.
Understand?
Absolutely. You have my word.
Now to get to Indal, they'll need to... Rex! Oh, wrong one! Zuo, listen, don't worry about us. You just carry on with your journey, is what I'd like to say. But could you come back to Garfont and speak with you for a moment first? There's something we need to talk to you about. Something the boss left behind. Something from Vandam? We'll give you the details once you get back to Garfont. Don't keep us waiting, yeah? Holy Architect! What an exposition dump. Hello everybody and welcome back to Mindsight Games. My name is N-Sight. That was insane right there. Oh gods. Alright. So, we got something unlocked, and I highly recommend that you at least take a look at it. Yes, well, not what I meant to do. Let's take a look at the start menu characters. Finally, we can add a third blade. Boom.
On the front line too.
And I want to do the exact same thing on Nia. I want to add... let's add... No, I don't want to do that. Alright, I'll leave it like this. Alright, so... Let's take a look at blades themselves real quick. Disengage you. Disengage you. So first off, we've got a fighter. Meaning that... we've got Rex as a fighter. Meaning that he has one blade and it's Pyra. An attack type blade. We've got a defender, which is essentially what Tora is, and then Nia is a healer. That's their default state. That's when they have one blade. You got a second blade.
Okay, let's get the party started.
Elite versions, if they are of the exact same type. I'll add this one for demonstration purposes. For your third blade.
I'll shine on the front line too.
It will change what type you are into another class entirely. So if you want all fighting blades on Rex, you can have one having him as a standard fighter, 2 for an elite fighter, and 3 as a master fighter. But
I'll shine on the
there
front
are
line
other
too.
versions of combinations out there. For example, Holy Cavalier, Wild Cavalier.
Okay, let's get the party started.
As far as I'm aware, you can essentially get any of these characters up and about. If you have one of every type...
Leave it to me.
If you have one of every type, it is a jack of all trades. If you grab
Let's sock it to him.
2 shields and one heal... 2 defense-based blades, tank blades, and 1 healer blade, it is a Royal Knight. Royal Cavalier is not really something. It would just turn into something like that. Holy Knight is essentially healer and tank. Cavalier is healer and attack type. And I don't remember exactly what the other one is outright.
Leave it to me.
And then attack types, if I'm remembering correctly... Oh man, that's the thing. What was our special aggro slightly? We don't have an electric type.
Let's sock it to him.
So let's do that. There's essentially a ton of different types that you can be just by what blades you have engaged, and they'll give you different buffs for every single blade, so it definitely helps. I usually leave Rex as a Holy Cavalier. I usually have Or excuse me, I usually have him as a wild cavalier, but for the sake of this upcoming segment, I'm going to leave him as a holy cavalier. It's going to help him a lot. I'm going to have Nia as a holy knight, not because I find her to be more along the lines of a knight type, but the fact that all of her blades essentially revolve around healing in order to keep her being one of the best. And we've got to have Poppy as the only defender right now. I'm not going to go back over to Torgoth and do any of that extra side questing and Tiger and all that jazz just yet. We got something open to us. We got a lot of exposition that just got dumped on us right then, right there. We are going to have more tie-in to the play segment later, but we do want to head back to Garfont Village and find out what you and Zuo have for us. As the current objective says, speak with you at Garfont. I don't want to travel all the way down there, but I do want to show off the fact that this beautiful landscape and scenery and everything just, oh man. If you haven't guessed, Uriah is one of the better locations for me in terms of beauty. Sometimes I'll just take a trip out here and take photos every time to time. Sometimes I'll go down the water slide. Sometimes I'll, you know, beat up a couple critters here and there. But no matter where I am, I always have fun when I'm in Uriah. It is one of the most beautiful places, and I screwed that up. I thought I could make the jump.
Master Paw,
I thought I could
you
make the
can
jump.
do it.
My bad. Regardless, I'll skip travel over to Garfont, and I'll see you guys over there.
We're here.
So, shall we?
Alrighty. I don't want to bore you guys too much with the story stuff, but I noticed that there was an undone heart-to-heart over here. If I'm correct in assuming...
I made tea for everyone.
Yep, this is the
Help
one.
yourselves.
Oh, no. Pyra getting it completely wrong.
Oh? Would you rather have something else, Tora?
Oh, no, that's not it. Tora just think that if Pyra going to do maid job, Pyra should be more... maidy.
Oh, boy.
Matey?
Tora, Pyra was kind enough to make tea. Can't you just be bloody grateful?
Oh, Tora knows that, but also strive for perfection is important goal. Tora feel very strongly about this. Most important thing for maid is, knock on word is, blushy crushy.
Only a Noplan would come up with the term blushy crushy for this.
Pyra's still quite lacking in that area.
Why is the camera shaking again?
I'm lacking?
I think we've gone over this, have we? Well, who cares?
But
I'm
what
going the other
of
route this
all
time.
rest is blushy crushy.
Sorry, I talked over that one.
It, what every man looking for. If Pyra master art of blushy crushy, then all men fall at Pyra's feet.
Almond? Really?
Okay, that just sounded like you said the word almond.
Yes. It is known fact.
No. I am very fine without my blushy crushy, Tora. You do not get to say anything for me.
Listen, Pyra, there's no point paying attention to this little twerp.
But
Is Pyra interested in essence of maidiness?
Oh, boy. You know what? I don't remember which one I put. I'm gonna take a look real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Wow, mentioning Chugga Conroy at the beginning of the video. Guess what the first video is? Xenoblade Chronicles finale, episode 100 of Chugga Conroy's Let's Play. Brilliant. Okay, never mind. I was remembering something different. I had a failed recording that happened. Yeah, that failed recording a little while ago was what essentially this got recorded on. So actually, I actually get to choose which one I want. Personally, I think I'm gonna go with Yes I Am. Wait, no, I remember doing that. If you think Rex would like that.
if you think Rex would like that...
Rex is boy, so he definitely not immune to the charms of blushy crushy.
Hey, I am immune, sir, and I'm a dude by nature on my birth certificate and everywhere that you
It's
can...
definitely worth Pyra's time to learn essence of maidiness.
I'm fine with her without being a maid.
I see. Okay, I'm ready. Tora, tell me what to do.
Pyra?
Tora will now introduce assistant to help teach essence of maidiness.
Don't tell me it's Poppy.
How may I be of service, Mr. Rex, sir?
Poppy?
What is this, Tora? Some kind of malfunction?
Do not worry. This just Rex-focused blushy crushy maximization mode.
I didn't know that mode was a thing!
Have a good day salvaging, Mr. Rex, sir.
Mr. Rex. Sir.
So, this is blushy crushy?
Okay, Pyra, copy what Poppy say.
Mr. Rex, sir, Poppy is blushy crushy just for you.
Oh, boy.
Mr. Rex, sir. Pyra is blushy crushy. Just for you?
I picked the other route last time. I'm happy I chose this one.
No. Rex will never fall at Pyra's feet with such low level of blushy crushy. Try again, from top.
Mr. Rex, sir. Pyra is blushy crushy. Just for you.
Well, now you just sound like a soldier in the army.
Not there yet.
I give up. I can't watch this anymore.
Neither can I, Nia. Heart to heart, blushy crushy complete. I forgot that I had put that in the deleted recording. Future me, if you could just cut out that segment where it's literally just nothing but me looking up what that one was. Alright, let's go over and talk to you. Rex, good to see you. Yeah, hi. Don't look so down. The boss left a message with me. Oh, jeez. To give to you if anything ever happened to him. Oh, interesting. A message from Van Damme for me. I don't think he knew. Maybe. Maybe, but if you ask me, I don't think he knew. It's just, he's the kind of guy, it's just the kind of life us mercenaries live. You never know which day might turn out to be your last. I don't know why I am not able to read right now. Dude! Why'd you walk in front of the camera? So it's not uncommon for us to leave messages like this just in case. Now listen up, because this is important. Rex, I leave the Garfont mercenaries in your hands. Is there anything else? Nope, that's your lot. Well, leaving it to me? That's a joke, right? This is no joke, kid. It's Van Damme through and through. He says what he means, no more, no less. Well, I mean, I would deny it's so simple, but why would he ask me to do? The boss thought a lot of you, kid. And though... jeez. My esophagus is not helping out today. The boss thought a lot of you, kid, and I think you've struck a chord with the rest of us, too. You're an honest, straightforward guy with plenty of nerve and resolve. And you give us all hope. I don't think I can really take all the credit for any of that. Maybe not, but there's something about you, kid. Everyone feels it. So, tell me, Rex, will you take over the Garfont mercenaries? We want to say yes to this! Alright, I'll do it. Strong words, well said. Nothing less from the guy old Van Damme staked his hopes in. But, what exactly would I have to do as the band's leader? You said you don't have any other messages from Van Damme, right? Nope, he's a man of few words. But of course, you'll have me and Zoo to help you out. We couldn't ask you to suddenly handle all the operations on your own. You just dole out the big general orders for now. You can count on us to take care of the details. And then, I guess we'll see how things go from there. Okay, I guess I probably can handle that. Right, let's start by explaining how things work around here. Our little band takes on all kinds of assignments from all across Allrest. From escorting missions, clearing out monsters, down to gathering materials and sometimes even smaller things. But tell me something, Rex. I get the feeling you've got more blades than you know what to do with. Am I wrong? He's not wrong! I have more blades than I'm able to put out. If you've got blades sitting around with nothing to do, you can assign them to carry out missions as part of the band. It'll be good experience for them, and you'll reap the rewards to boot. Tell you what, it'll be quicker to go ahead and if you try it for yourself. Go ahead, Choose a mission, enjoy clearing it. What he wants us to do is go into the Merc Group menu. That is in the main menu. Boom! Right here. Merc Group. We have a new mission in the continent we're on, Uriah. First mission, strength of one or more, one blade, and one of those blades. That's all we'll need for this mission. However, to speed things up, you can see the suggested field skills down at the bottom.
Sure.
Add many blades with those suggested field skills to boost the time, to boost the speed it'll complete pretty quickly.
Okay, understood.
If you were to begin the mission with random blades, they would just be team whatever it is, like that. But we have quite a few unique blades, so I'm going to grab one of them.
Roger that.
Newt is one such special blade. Her squads, the squads are all based on the blade themselves, so unique blades like Newt will have a specific name that they go with. For her, it's the battle cruisers. And assembled squad will be deployed. Engaged blades will be disengaged if necessary. None of my blades are engaged on my drivers, so let's do this.
We're the battle cruisers, forged in battle. Executing orders. Just show me the way.
Alright, squad dispatched. And we just gotta wait 1 minute. So, while we're waiting around, what do we do while we're waiting for that 1 minute to pass by? Well, there are other quests nearby. You can go and upgrade your blades at the shop. You can just walk around like I'm doing. There's a key affinity reward on my charts that I want to check out. Wow, Karkin.
I'll be there for you from now on.
That's a lot of them. All right. We've got another for a Zai. There's Poppy. And what's this upgrade? Oh, we don't have access to that yet. Okay. We get Trust Up right there. Trust Up for Nia's Blade Azai. I thought it'd be done by now. I really thought it would be done by now.
Battle cruisers group reporting back.
All friends returned safely!
Yep. Whenever the Merc group is back, you can collect the reward from the Merc mission. All you have to do is just go into Merc group.
Behold, the spoils of war.
Poppy, initiate rest mode.
Essentially, that's what it is. Now, in the latest patch, excuse me, that's 1.2, I believe. You can pass that dialogue segment just by pressing A. The first time I show off a blade on the missions themselves, I am not going to be doing that. But every consecutive time afterwards, if I'm having to show Merc missions on screen for a side quest or something, I'll be taking care of it like that. And now we just talk to you. Looks like you completed the mission. Good work, Rex. Rose to Merc Group Rank 1. Max number of common blades increased. New Merc missions are available. As you complete missions, it'll build our band's reputation. The higher our reputation, the more missions we'll get. And it'll also help you manage more blades at a time. Sounds like a good thing all round. But this time you set up a mission for me. How should I find more in the future? Let's see now. We'll send a few missions your way ourselves. Aside from that, you can ask around town, see if anyone needs help. There are plenty of people out there with troubles that need solving. Might be a good idea for you to go back and see how things are in Argentum and Gormont too. Alright, I'll have to remember that. Oh yeah, I have one more piece of advice for you. Different missions have different requirements, and each blade has a strengths or weaknesses too. If you pay attention to the makeup of your squad, you might be able to get the job done quicker. Think everyone's strengths and weaknesses to get missions done efficiently. Got it. No kidding. Sounds like you're getting the idea. From now on, just try to complete as many missions as you can. Once you're used to that, we'll see what else you can do. I'll be wanting to give you a test, so drop by Garfont every once in a while. I have to take tests even though I'm the leader? Oh, and remember, whenever you have blades going spare, don't hesitate to assign them to a bunch of missions. We aren't going to run out of missions anytime soon. The world is full of folk who need a little mercenary help. Helping people in need. So this is what Vandam devoted his life to. I'll have to work hard to make this a mercenary brand he'd be proud of. That's the spirit, Rex. We're all counting on you, so keep it up. Vandam's last wish. This main story quest is complete. Vandam entrusted his merc group to you, and now you're in charge. Make it a great group and honor his memory.
I reckon the quickest route is back to Argentum, ship to Morardane, then on to the Praetorium.
If we're lucky, there'll be a guild ship at the port.
Can't say no to a free ride. Let's go and see.
It doesn't cost anything?
Salvagers can board guild ships for free. I'll negotiate for you guys, too.
That would be big help.
Looks like you become the leader of the Garfont Mercenaries! Essentially, it allows us to get field requests for all kinds of missions. Usually a notification will be right to the right of the screen when a new one becomes available, but you can also check them in the menu. Just be sure that you build up the team for the job, check the skills, and your mercenary band has a rank of its own, which can be raised by completing certain missions. When you think the band might be ready to size up to the next level, talk to you. I'm sure he'll point you in the right direction. Raising a group's rank allows you to take on more challenging missions, so it's worth doing. Best of luck. I'm sure you'll be a great merc leader. Well, that definitely makes sense. It not only has bonuses. Excuse me, that was the wrong menus. Am I right? Let's go into Merc Group. It not only opens up new missions that you can take care of in Argentum and elsewhere. I don't have a bit ball, do I? That's interesting. I can essentially do any of these missions here, and by increasing your merc rank, all you have to do, to increase your merc rank, all you have to do is get merc points. That little meter over in the bottom left of the screen is how many points you need to the next level. So from merc level 1 to merc level 2, we need 500 points. I'm gonna go ahead and send off.
I vow to carry out my sworn duty.
Let's do this, and Gorg. We'll send you out as well. And we'll send Gorg as the leader. Flying Merfolk, it is.
Understood. Call us the Flying Merfolk. All set?
Good luck.
The great thing about these squad missions, set it and forget it. That's all you technically have to do. Essentially, this will gain trust for your blades. You'll be able to get some experience for yourself that you'll be able to allocate later. You'll get gold from it. You'll get mercenary points, etc. And there's a lot you can do with that. Now, they mentioned new merc missions, which we just got for having our merc group at level 1. Excuse me. But there are other ways to get merc missions out in the world. How do you do this? Well, they may be added by completing a quest, by being in a side quest, something along those lines. Or, Esland, I want to take a look at his name. Like Smaggy. I'll call him Smaggy. Like Smaggy here. He may have this shield across his portrait. Oh, what are we going to do about this? Something wrong? Well, you may not know this, but top rare ore has suddenly become extremely scarce of late. And the lack of supply means the prices jump sky high. That makes sense. Anyway, the problem is, with the value riding so high, folk have started excavating the stuff without a license. No matter how many warnings they're given, they just come back for more as soon as they see a chance. So Fontamima have asked us to tighten up security. The plan is to start regular patrols, but we're not sure who to put on the job. We can help you out if you have a mind to let us handle it. Oh, you'll organize it for us? That'd be a great help. With you taking care of this, that's a real load off my mind. Thanks. We'll get a new merc mission from that, which took a while to load. There we go. Again, these menus. That's my problem. If we go into the Merc menu, new Merc mission, Rogue Miners. I need 2 Mega Lances. I'll come back once I get that taken care of. Regardless, there are tons of missions you can get along the path. I'll be pointing these out once we get to them. And if you want to do these in your own time, I'd highly recommend doing it because it's free money, free experience, and if you want the easy road through, that is definitely the way to go about it. I do plan on tackling every mission at one point or another, whether they're on screen or not. That's the main thing. I do want to at least introduce what happens between episodes, or let you guys know what happens between episodes if I do anything between episodes. But it shouldn't be too much in that regard. Aside from all of that, I believe that's everything for this time. We had a huge information dump at the very beginning of this episode, so I don't want to overload you on too much of the story, and I don't want to do a ton of side questing right now. However, I believe that's where we're going to end it. Thank you all so much for tuning back into Mindsight Games. My name is N-Sight, and next time on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, before we take a ship ride out of here at Fontsamaima Port, I want to go around Uraya, and I want to grab all of the quests that we haven't gotten and take care of them. See you guys then. Bye.